Hey everybody, how's it going? I've got a bit of a video for you today. This is somewhat of a pickups video. Got a bunch of cards this week at two different sources. There was a card show this weekend. Also, there was I was at the Goodwill outlet and got a bunch of cards there. Yeah, so let's get into it. We'll start off with the card show. There's a brand new card show. It's called iCards in Denver, and I'd never been to this one before. It was pretty small, not a lot of sellers, but I did get a few things and some fun stuff as well, so let's get into it. Starting off with this binder. This binder is, it says 1974, 75, and 77 on it, and that's exactly what it is. Very thick. This seller was selling cards for 25 cents each, as it says, and decided to sell me the whole binder for 60 bucks because I was pulling some stuff out of it. I was mainly starting to pull stuff out of it for TTM, and then he said just take the binder if you want for 60 bucks. So grabbed it, and it's all of these cards are in like super great condition. I don't know, I may start trying to put together the 1975 top set. I already have a bunch and I've got all the key cards from it already, so with this it might really be a good thing. This isn't just comments. There's good players like Richie Allen and like Bert Campaneris and Ron C. So it's not all like common players, but I mean it doesn't have Robin Wolf or George Brett or even Carl Yastrzemski or those caliber of players, but it's got some decent ones and they're all in great shape. But it's got a lot of 75s. Like, I'm not going to show you all of them, but this much is 1975 tops. It's got this much 1974 tops, and then this much is 1977 tops. So it's a bunch of cards. It's going to be really fun going through them. There's definitely a lot of repeats as well, so maybe some I can send to get signed through the mail, and then others I can just try to put the sets together with. So that's a cool book. And then also, I got a few cards, not too many, nothing too great. Starting with this, which was kind of a mistake, this Billy Martin 1957 tops. Now this one looked really good. It has like great centering, great corners, everything looked good, but I didn't pull it out of the sleeve or out of the top loader. And on it, when I pulled it out, it's got like these, I'm not sure if I can get it to shine in the, like there's these two like weird indentation lines on the side. They're not like creases, but they're like, I think the printing cutting machine may have made them, like machine marks, but they're enough so that it turns what could have been like a 6 or 7 into a 1. So that just completely killed that Billy Martin card for me. And I always say you should pull cards out, but sometimes it's kind of awkward, and like awkward in the sense that like you think the sellers are like gonna get weirded by the fact, or just annoyed that you're pulling all the cards out, and which you could, you know, be subjecting them to undue unnecessary like handling where they could get further in worse condition or whatnot. But anyway, I should have pulled it out before looking at it, and that was a mistake. However, I did get some fun cards. 1971 Topps Louis Aparicio. It's a really nice copy of this card. Like really clean edges, very like these 71 Topps just they get destroyed so easily. Like the edges get beat up. Edge wear with these is horrible, and corners and stuff. But this one looked really good, so jumped at that one. Tony La Russa, big TTM guy, got this so that I could get him to actually sign it, playing Dave's card. A Dave Winfield 76 Topps. 1967 Topps Eddie Matthews. And then this is probably the best card that I got, which is 1961 Topps Roger Maris. This one just had really good centering, good edges, good corners, just everything about it. And this one, when I did pull it out, this one actually does look good. And this one is probably a good candidate for grading. I'll probably send it in to get graded. Just a wonderful copy of that card. So that's what I got from the show. And then now the Goodwill outlet. I don't know if you guys have Goodwill outlets in your area. They're not in every town, but Goodwill outlets are different from the retail stores in that they sell everything by the pound, and it's like $1.99 a pound, and they weigh things. Like after you're done picking up stuff, you just put it on a big scale and they weigh it and sell it to you. They split it up into clothes and wares, as they call it, and they bring out these bins like every half hour of like stuff, and you just like sort through the bins and find stuff. And I was there on Monday, and there was a bunch of cards that came out, and I was not at the bin when they came out. So about 3 other people got them all, and I didn't get any of them. However, knowing people there, they gave stuff to me. So this was the first one that was just given to me by another shopper who's there, who I always see over there. And they sold these to me like for the price of a book. Not because these things weigh a bit, but I got it for 69 cents, which is the price of a book. Got both of these, but this one I actually ended up paying another customer for. So, but this one that I'm starting off with is mostly just like a lot of it's base cards, so I'm not going to go through it like from like 2018 era, and like there's some like cheapy inserts and stuff, and some like glittery ones, but nothing with like numbers or anything. I think the best card in here is, at least that I saw, or that's appealing to me, I should say. I mean, there's probably some better stuff, but is there it is. Second Year Otani in the middle there, which I thought that one was pretty cool. There's some like older stuff on, some weird junk wax in here as well, but nothing too crazy in this one. But anyway, so that Second Year Otani is kind of the one I like out of this binder. We'll have to go through the rest of it. And then this binder was the one that I thought was pretty cool. This one, there's another seller that was going through it, and he wasn't finding much out of it. It was mostly junk wax, but kind of starts off with some newer stuff, and more of the same sort of stuff. And the other cards I did look at, that what other people pulled out of the same bin. They had a bunch of boxes of like 1991 Don Ross and like 92 Score, and just nothing that was great. This book, however, was, I think, like this collector's, like they're better cards around here, because it had this in it. That middle card, 1989 Upper Deck, Ken Griffey Jr., which I've never had this card. I've wanted this card my whole life, and it's like the one junk wax card that I don't have that I finally got a copy of. Here it was in that binder, among other things. You've got some Barry Bonds rookies and stuff, but there's some older stuff too, like 1974 Topps Raleigh Fingers, more 87 Jose Canseco's and Barry Bonds. There's like Randy Johnson rookies and Mark McGuire, Mark Canseco's, or no, not on that page, they're just showing through. And then it's got the Michael Jordan 91 Upper Deck card as well in there. So I was super happy, super stoked to get that as well. It's got some other stuff, like the normal, like Skybox Jordan, some rough shape ones, but it's got a 65 Carl Yastrzemski and a 76 Carl Yastrzemski as well. A really beat up 78 Lou Brock. Just random fun stuff. So what I ended up doing is I paid this other seller, reseller, $20 for the book, which I think was fair, given it the Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. I don't think it would even get a 6. It's not perfect, but it's good enough for a top loader for my collection. So, I mean, that being what it is and everything else, it's just a fun book of junk wax. So yeah. So I got that binder, and that's pretty much what I got. So anyway, that's my pickups for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, leave a comment below. I always love reading your comments and interacting with you. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.